Friends and Phantoms, welcome back to Spirits of the Game, where we play D&D, and so do you.
Yeah!
Ooh. Here, I am known as the Spirit Master, your conduit to the world of Almir. Watch and redeem your Phantom Fuel or channel points to help our favored five. I look forward to having you in chat.
Wow, thanks, Dad!
Thanks. What? Thank you, Spirit Master. Nice. Way to start us off. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Welcome back to Spirits of the Game. My name is Ryan. I am your Game Master for the evening. I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited to have you all here. To start off with a couple of quick announcements. As always, remember, if you're enjoying what you're seeing here, having a good time, having fun, please invite other people to our table. We love having new people here, new chatters, new spirits. Oh!
Thank you, Turtle of the Woods, for the follow.
Thank you, Turtle of the Woods. See, we're already off to a great start. Also, for those of you who are catching us for the first time, or maybe you're joining us for the first time, we're so excited to have you. The one thing is, if you're catching us on YouTube, the Spirit Master and his mythical and magical abilities can only see through the orb on Twitch. So if you want to jump in the participation, wail some, do some spirit hand, jump in on the combat polls, jump on over to Twitch and the Spirit Master can see what you're saying and you can redeem your points there. Yes, also, if you are feeling generous and you have not quite yet given it out, we would so adore if you would pass on to us your Twitch Prime subscription for the month. Not necessary, but we always appreciate the extra support. Oh.
Hey, thanks, Art Punk.
Thank you, Art Punk, for being quite good. Yes.
That was so effective.
I know, see, just sometimes you have to say.
I feel like I have mine too.
And now, as we're jumping back in, thank you all for being here, and thank you all for being here. I want to get us back to where we were last time. I want to remind everyone, we had just made our way from the City of Values over into the Cresslum Woods. We were trying to hunt down Gris, where Gris had gone. He'd gone with the CFP, or the Corrupted for Purification, into the Cresslum Woods for a hunting party of sorts.
Wow.
Thanks, Lua.
Thank you.
A hunting party to help feed the west bank of the City of Values. Now, Gris had not returned for quite some time. No one was terribly concerned except for Bogarth. Journeying into the Cresslum Woods, we found a strange individual who called herself the Woods Woman. She revealed herself to be a very spooky spirit who summoned forth puppets of individuals, corrupted individuals, who are no longer with us. From there, we discovered that Gris was not there. Gris had not been taken by her, but perhaps taken by a different group. We met two individuals, Teal and Glendar, who had a familiar cadence to their voice. Two very large swords. Bogarth met with them and sent his buddy, Evandal, to go with them back to their camp. After springing a trap for them, Bogarth lured them back with Evandal, and there was a standoff before the party took down these two individuals. We are left with just Teal, as Glendar has been slain. Teal had relinquished her weapon, and now stands before you, arms raised, a peculiar grin on her face.
Wait, is she
standing?
Is she standing or is she still in the
She is
snare?
upside down.
I spent the whole spell slot for that, so she better be.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, I really don't think we should just let her go.
Obviously, we can't just kill her because sorry, by the way, if you're hearing all of this, but
None taken.
I'm sure that you're used to your life being swung from one perilous situation to another.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Is it supposed to mean something?
No. So I'm just saying that if they don't make it back to the camp, it will be noticed, right?
Oh, I'm sure.
Exactly, thank you. And they will send out a party to kill us,
Oh, absolutely.
and they will be extremely deadly.
Oh yeah. And I'll point to Glendar's body. Very deadly.
We can both agree that wasn't fair.
Look,
What are you going to do? Sneak up on every single person that comes after us?
I snuck up on them.
Yes, but what if there's 10 of them?
I can do something about that.
Or
My man!
there could be hundreds, thousands descending upon you in an evening.
Are there?
Insight.
Guys.
17 for insight. She fronting?
She seems to be performing a little bit.
Okay. All right.
I'm sure they could block out the skies with how many people they would throw at us.
Yes. We will put them on our backs and then launch them into the air.
Look,
Or that's something we could do.
Extrapolating from this guy's exaggerations.
I think that we're all getting a little distracted. I take out the soul blade, and I hold it to Teal, and I just say, what have you done with Gris?
Bogarth, when you produce the Soul Blade, Teal's expression significantly changes. As opposed to having almost a jovial disposition, her look becomes very serious as she focuses on the blade.
Ah, no. Look up here. Me. Where is Gris?
Where did you get that?
You haven't answered my question. Where is Gris?
Who is Gris?
Okay, he's like, kind of like a short,
Yes, the shorty.
blue. All right.
Yes.
Where?
Okay, how about we play a little game? I tell you where Gris is, you tell me where you got that, and why you have it.
That sounds like a good deal to me.
Fine.
A fair trade which requires her to live.
Fine. You first, friend.
She's tied upside down.
Okay.
Do we maybe what?
She's
Can we
talking
at
right
least
now.
Get her down.
Let's put her upright and make it a fair conversation.
Exactly.
We'll keep her hands tied, maybe, but we don't. She doesn't need to be hanging upside down. We can talk to her person to person.
No, you're right. Sorry, I'm getting a little carried away. I'm worried.
Can you put the sword blade away? It's
Right.
killing the grass.
Well, the grass doesn't. It's not how that works. Physics.
What?
It only damages things with souls.
Are you saying the grass doesn't have a soul?
I am.
Okay, that's besides the point.
Anyway.
How does our world work?
I will grab the rest of the rope that I have and restrain her arms to her chest.
Okay.
And then drop the spell so that she is no longer floating.
Even though she is completely upside down, and even while you're tying her, killing, you notice her body fat percentage must be insanely low. It is just absolute, like iron against your hands as you're tying this taut.
See the definition.
As you
So
drop
much
this
for it.
spell, she somersaults forward and lands on her 2 feet.
Can
I am intimidated.
How tall is she?
She's about 6'5" or so.
I'm not. Where is Gris?
Your friend Gris, as I had previously stated, as I was taking your very nice, very respectful, some might say good listener friend, Evandal,
Yes. Indeed.
back in the encampment.
Right. Is he alive?
As far as I know,
What are you having him do?
I don't know specifically.
Okay.
Well,
Now
it's
your turn.
No.
Up, 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 up.
I'm not done.
You're not done. It's one question for one question.
You are not in a position to be making these demands.
It was a fair deal. I thought you were a gentleman.
I will answer your question. I just have a couple more.
That's not how this game works, Mr.
Who
Bogart.
else is there? Is there anyone else who is like Gris that is there?
Bogarth. She answered the question.
Fine.
We found the blade. A blacksmith from the City of Progress made it. He found this new ore. We're traveling with him, actually.
Roll deception.
Can I help with that?
This orb, Varia. Among the trees, you will find one shaped like a hand, clasping a spherical device you find oh so familiar.
It's been so long since I've had the orb. I mean,
Oh, it won't matter.
oh no.
That's a natty 1.
Oh.
Just the most natural one.
I'm just not paying attention. I'm like doing something else.
Yes, he is a
Yeah.
regal and incredibly talented blacksmith.
Nesh. She holds your gaze for just a moment before looking you up and down. Well. So, Bogarth, you wanted to know who else was within the encampment?
Right.
Well, there is most of the clan of the Endless Blade, as well as the other residents, the good, hospitable citizens putting us up.
Are they alive?
Yes?
I want to insight check that.
All
I
inside.
do.
He sounds so
Oh my
disappointed.
god!
What is a natty 1?
Let's just move on.
Good.
You,
We'll never know.
Good.
Viria,
Wow.
even though she is bound in a very disadvantageous position, Teal meets your gaze as she's speaking this to you, gives you a big smile, looks at your lips briefly before darting back to your eyes, leaning in and pulling back.
Does she look like she recognizes me at all?
No.
Varia, you said that your people are here.
Like all of them?
Like,
a lot.
this is where I'm from.
Okay. We need to go.
To the encampment?
Yeah.
Why are you all there?
The orb will glow. And Varia, you will gain Apollo Justice's micro-expression reading powers. Gain 1 inspiration.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, still works the same.
That's true.
Take your token.
Kill.
I'll just say it flatly. We can ask her questions all day, but how about a life for a life? We bring back the sword of your fallen ally, and we let you live, and if we find Gris alive, you get to leave. Fair is fair?
Very well.
Fine.
I am at your
Mercy, I know. Just
Behest.
yes, I know.
Sorry, I'm not used to saying it out loud.
I know. It's a difficult word.
So difficult.
And even harder to perform.
Even harder to perform, yes.
Why do you sound so similar?
Beasts are in this forest. We must move. Quickly.
No.
They're harmless. Don't worry about them.
That's crazy. We just met a woman that turned into a massive insect.
I've just
didn't
never
seem
met
very
anyone that sounded like you, and we've met 2.
3, actually.
I have no idea who this person is.
I've never seen this woman in my life. Incredible form, though. Your abs look amazing.
Yes, it's quite rare to see someone as chiseled as myself.
Relax.
I refuse to compliment you. Let's go.
I'll pick up the blade from the fallen soldier.
Great.
Are you
I'll,
carrying his body on your back
No, just the blade.
like you usually do?
Just the blade.
I'll take the slack of the rope and go with her, having her walk in front of us.
Okay.
You,
What's up? Wait, say it.
are you sure you were just going to leave his body? That we're just taking the sword then?
Well, the sword is the important part.
Not the Okay.
You can rest where he died.
Okay. That's fair. That's respectful. Respectful. Yeah. Okay. I'm following.
Teal will begin marching you all into the forest. She's leading Killian, you're holding the rope. She walks very casually, despite being bound, arms tied up.
And I'll be keeping an eye out to see if she's leading us anywhere different up to the point that I remember with my echo.
Yeah, it takes several minutes, but Bogarth, it is basically the same path.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Can I pull Varia to the side while we're walking?
Yeah, absolutely.
Far enough so Bogarth doesn't hear? Varia, I know you don't want bloodshed, and your people are on the line. So if you could help me ease Bogarth's intuition to kill.
Yeah.
I know it's a large ask, because I'm not used to saving people, helping people, letting people live, not screaming their name to the heaven as I chop off their limbs one by one. You know, it's difficult.
Right.
But you are good at that. So if you could just make sure she doesn't die.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm sorry. I'm worried.
About
About a lot.
They have honor. They won't just kill innocents.
Hope.
It's
You're
Very-
doing a good job at not killing. You're
Very
doing better.
Very Mesh, as you're having this conversation, you see peeking out from behind a tree a pale, spectral individual just looking. There's another one right behind them, hand on the shoulder. You see more and more of these different spectral figures as you approach and get closer. After another 15, 20 minutes or so,
This is normal, by the way. The spirits peeking out from the...
They,
not quite in this way. After about 15 or 20 minutes or so, you get to the outskirts area of the Garden of Souls. What you remember being the edge has been defaced. As you approach, you see that several tree trunks have been sharpened into large, not pikes, but large spikes set up to create a sort of barrier. You see the trees on the very edge and within the Garden of Souls itself have been chopped down. You see there is a collection of different individuals in varying states of ratty clothing, helping to chop down these trees and then sharpen them, set them up. It's a whole, I don't want to say assembly line, but there is a method to it. You see more of these individuals wearing the same armor that Teal and Glendar are wearing. Some have hoods, some have different weapons beyond the swords, but they are watching and barking instructions at these individuals, setting these up.
I just want to say, before we get into the Garden of Souls proper, I would like to disguise self and make it look as I did, like when I used to live here, without the antlers and without the very gaunt. I want to look like I did when I was here.
Absolutely. Varia, as your group approaches and Teal nonchalantly walks forward, you remember some bits of your home coming back to you. The Garden of Souls itself is placed within the Crestlam Woods, very deep within it, set atop a small hill of sorts. Not like a huge, abrupt hill, but a very slow incline with the main temple and building being in the very center. Different houses and businesses dot the landscape leading up to it, mixed in with a lot of the foliage. As you get towards the top of the hill, it's more sparse, the different trees and whatnot. Getting to the edge, Teal approaches, and you see 4 or 5 of these individuals, elven, tall, rather pale, or not pale, sorry, the same kind of olivey skin tone.
Nesh-ish.
No, what are you talking about?
Like.
Nesh-ish.
They attempt to stop your group.
We have brought back a prisoner who has lost the fight, and I throw the blade onto the ground. You've already lost one, so let's hope you don't have to lose another.
I'm standing next to Teal, by the way.
Yes, that would be what seems to be the case. Teal, what say you of these outsiders? Well, they just want to look around. They're looking for someone. Figure, no harm, no foul.
We're looking for a small. He's kind of short. He's blue.
It's not me.
It's not this one.
By the
Yes,
way.
totally different person.
Different short blue man.
And what is stopping us from cutting you down where you stand?
Well, I am standing next to probably the most explosive and dangerous man I have ever met in my life. Yes, this one. He will erupt her into a pillar of flames if you take a step forwards.
He takes a step forward. A worthy sacrifice.
Well, I tried. Don't do it.
I was immediately like,
But this place doesn't belong to you. Why are you all here?
For one so small, you speak so strangely.
Are they taller than me?
Just a little, like hardly.
Alright.
That does give you the right.
they weren't saying tall, they were saying like,
Yeah, they're built.
Oh, sure, yeah.
frail.
I am skin and... I don't look like Skin and Bones anymore, but I am.
no, but they're wide.
Valid.
Tell you what, return us our comrade, and we will not. And we will send you back with your legs.
No, you will send us back with my friend Gris.
And I need to get in there.
Yes, we have business to attend to in there, and as the Prince of the Western Front, I really need to
Oh no.
get in there. Why are you laughing at me?
Sorry, I get nervous.
Varia, it's at this point you notice you've been talking with these individuals for a little bit of time. At first it's just a sneaking suspicion, then you look and you see that there's about another dozen or so of these individuals that are beginning to approach your flanks. Not close, but at a distance. You have caught their attention on a wider scale, a broader scale.
We need to get into the temple right this second. We need to find our friend, but we need to get into the temple. There's something very important that we need, and I need to make sure it's safe from whatever you all have done in this place.
At this moment, the orb will flicker, and you'll all hear whispers, suggestions, different means of telling you almost what to say, as though through an earpiece. All of you gain +3 to all your charisma-based ability checks and saving throws.
very.
I'll tell you what. You can come inside here under one condition. You are prisoners now. Try to resist, and it will be very unfortunate for all of you.
What are the terms of being a prisoner?
And they all kind of freeze from look at each other. Well, you're prisoners.
It's
grovel. Yes,
it's self-explanatory.
Yes.
You know maybe you put us in chains.
Not
Not
that's
in chains.
a little barbaric.
I
We're
know,
not quite
right?
there,
It's
yeah.
strange.
We like rope a little bit better. It's a little softer on the skin.
I know what you mean.
So, once we find what we need to find and I find my friend, we're not just free to go?
Absolutely not. Prisoner,
Oh,
self-explanatory.
then no.
Oh, that sounds like a terrible deal.
Yeah, no. I won't be doing that.
Why can't you just let us in to find what we need, and we'll be on our way. You can continue doing whatever you're doing.
Okay, well, come on.
I mean, I don't like it.
They
but
can't just let us in, right? I mean, it's not
Yes,
like...
yes.
Yeah, exactly.
You understand yes, very strange for someone not from here.
Do I recognize any of these people, or is it just a retinue of...
It's no one you know specifically.
Yeah. Bogart, how important is it that we get Grace?
What do you mean? How important? It's so important!
Okay.
He's my friend!
Killian and Bogarth, it's at this point that you all now can see your flanks are covered by individuals. It's including the 5 or so in front of you, there's probably about 30 of them.
It's important?
Yes.
The orb will glow,
Just about to
and
say
you will all
something.
hear.
This
Why
is
are
important.
Nesh's relatives so mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
My blood and my kin. I come back to you, Anar Solaris, Ember of the House of the Flame. Allow us passage, please. I have business.
Like I said,
The one who's been talking to you primarily pays no mind to you, Varia, and just walks straight up to you, Nesh. His sword is not in like an upright or threatening position, but just walks like straight up to you, like face to face. So, you're saying you want to invoke?
Yes.
What? What's happening?
Great. Well, let's hope Gaith knows you. And they turn around. The 30 or so individuals begin to disperse slightly, but you have about a dozen clinging to you, or your sides, so to speak.
I look around at a few of them that get like close. I'm like, do you want to test your blade against me?
One of them will immediately raise up his sword and was like, no, stop.
Just act like you belong, okay?
Okay, Nesh. What does that mean?
No,
Invoke?
try it again. One more time. Act like you belong.
Oh, sorry. Nesh.
Perfect!
How? What does it mean? What does invoke mean?
Let's get the meeting. Okay?
Okay. Right, act like you belong.
The clan of the Endless Blade will begin to guide you further in to the Garden of Souls. Varia, looking around, you will see individuals, Elven, of a similar kind to you, will stand up when they see you walk by. They won't say anything, but they will very distinctly look at you.
do they look okay? Like I might be making eye contact, but I'm more concerned that they're
They look like they're surviving.
See, I said they weren't dead.
As you make your way further in, you see that there are these tents set up in different areas. They are being attended by some of these corrupted, some of these more slender elven individuals that have a much paler skin tone than the olive-skinned elves that are wandering around. These tents have some sort of strange sun-like design set atop them. Those of you who are very tall can see the some of this colorful display on top. As you get closer to the peak of this hill, you begin to see Varia, the temple within the Garden of Souls. The different buildings that are erected here that aren't like the tents that seem to have been here for a while there's a certain dampness in the air here. You can almost smell the moisture. The buildings themselves are made of this dark brown wood, lots of mud and dirt packed on. The roofs themselves, you can see these like gray slate shingles sticking out, but they're mainly adorned on the top with different foliage, mosses, things that have just been allowed to grow uninhibited on top. Seeing the temple, it is, Varia, for you, it's a grandiose experience to be back here again. For the rest of you, this building is much larger than the others around here, but it is not anything like the Temple of Glass or anything quite that grandiose. It's very plain. There's this deep slate-like stone has been set up in bricks almost, with mud to grout it in and pack it together, with these big, deep brown logs, still with the bark on them, kind of shaving off. And the entire roof kind of leans in up to itself, up to a peak. And just, again, there's foliage sprouting off here and there. As you make your way further in too, the trees become more sparse, but they are still ever present within this area. Approaching the temple itself, Varia, you notice some distinct changes. From the roof, there are two large banners that display what looks to be a blue sword, but the handle is very small at the very, very bottom of this pointed banner, and the blade extends up, 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 and off of the banner itself.
Like it's endless.
More of these. You see, there are several of these elven individuals milling about in this area. The doors themselves are slightly askew off their hinges, almost as if they've been set back up. Well, prisoners, welcome to the heart of the Endless Blade.
Wait, did we agree on the prisoners thing? Is that what invoking means?
Just go with it, okay?
What? Okay.
You can teleport.
Oh, you're right.
Wait, we're fine.
Okay.
As they guide you up to the doors of the temple, one of them will go to undo Teal's binding.
I will step in between them.
Oh, God.
Do you understand how expensive this rope was?
We can just untie
We
her.
just untie her.
Yeah, we can
You
just
may then untie her.
Spell component.
They move the blade from the bindings up to you, then untie her.
I'll do it with like one hand in like seconds.
Yeah.
Just unravel it.
Oh, good.
It was nice talking. Hopefully we never see each other again. Deal?
Yes, we will never see each other ever again.
Lie straight from a snake.
And she saunters off.
Insight. No, I'm just kidding. So kidding. Let's move on.
As this group pushes you inside, the doors get open. There's like of the doors. Varia, inside the temple is. Oh, thank you!
Inside is a sword.
How many?
Varia, the inside of the temple, this main area is a meeting area of sorts. Your mind flashes back to the last time you saw this, which was actually in a vision. You remember coming out of the small broom closet in this building and walking out and walking down the pathway that you came in to enter. However, now this area is... The Garden of Souls has a very distinctive feel of architecture and positivity towards things like dirt and mud, but it's dirty here. It's filthy. It looks like there was some sort of happening here. The room you enter has a singular staircase that looks a little bit rickety. In addition, the railings to it have been broken, knocked away, leading up to a second floor. There are more banners with this blade design hung up within. There's several tables set up within this area, but all surrounding the staircase to create a little open area. As you all step forward, the leader of this group. All right, well, now's the moment of truth, isn't it?
Of course.
After a minute or two, at the top of the stairs appears, flanked by two more of these individuals in this strange armor, an elven man whose hairline has seen better days. But below the ears is still thick and luscious.
Still got it.
His olivey skin tone is flecked with much darker spots. In his hands, he carries, almost irreverent of it, a blade that is not much bigger than your average longsword. While he does have armor, he also has on this cloak of sorts that seems to have some kind of shoulder pads, making his figure and his outline much sharper and larger and more defined.
I would like to put my hand on Nesh's shoulder and say, "You got this," and cast Enhance Ability, Eagle Splendor, so now you have advantage on charisma checks.
Ooh, I need that.
+3. Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
Nesh, you recognize this individual, though it has been years since you have seen him. This is Gaith, the Endless Blade.
Wow.
That's the guy.
How's it spelled?
Gath.
Okay.
He descends the stairs before stopping on the second one from the bottom and just falling back and sitting down, taking the sword and placing it on his shoulder. Well, little Ember, it has been quite some time.
I kneel before him with my head bent. It has been too long, but our blood still bleeds the same.
Does it now? See, if I recall correctly, you ran away on the day of the ceremony.
Yes, there are things in play that I cannot explain. Unseen forces. The winds carried me away. I did not wish to leave with such haste.
Well, I'm sure your mother will be happy to see you again.
Oh.
Now, what gift did you bring me?
It's Nesh's papa.
I come bringing information, as well as a request.
a strange gift when it is followed by taking of something, but please. What information do you bring, Little Ember?
I have found that the Lord of Gibberish has grown weak, and his grasp of the blade that can take souls within a swipe has loosened. I do not know where it might lie, however.
Do you know where he keeps the weapon?
I've heard tale within a crypt, but I was not able to. I was not able to delve that deep. Not through lack of trying, nor through lack of strength, but it is strange times now.
Yes, strange times indeed. And he will place the sword on his back, and he holds up a hand, and then a short individual scurries down the stairs. Bald, blue head, long, pointy nose.
My boy.
Bound in ropes, carrying what looks to be a water skin. Unusually for him, absent are his hood, his normal attire. He is exposed. You can see the fins on his arms. This is Gris.
Gris! Gris, hello!
He sees you, Bogart, but doesn't say anything,
What?
and presents Gaith with this water skin, who begins to very sloppily chug water.
Can I just ask, when Gris looked at me, was there a look of recognition?
There was a look of recognition,
Okay,
yes.
great. Okay.
Sorry, my ally has spoken out of turn, but
What do you mean?
what we do seek.
From these drips coming from the water skin,
Oh, guys, don't fuck this up. Please, dude.
mud will begin to form on the ground. And two slimy finned hands
No,
will
this is
crawl
the endless
forth
blade. You've got to stop.
and crawl their way quickly towards Nereus before grasping his ankle. Nereus, gain 1 inspiration.
Did it look like anyone else saw that?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Chris saw it, and that's it.
No one liked that.
I've
No.
Small one, Gaith talks to Gris. Go and tell the keepers to tell the conduit that they need to keep a better eye on controlling the funnies. It's getting out of hand again. And Gris kind of nods, scurries up the stairs.
As he's leaving,
That's the sound.
I would like to just message to him, hang in there, buddy. We'll get you out of here.
It's so good to see you. As he, when you message him, he kind of stops on the stairs and glances back at all of you, and a slight smirk comes on his face, and he continues up the stairs.
From where we are, I don't remember the layout in my head. Can I see how you would go, like underneath the temple? Is there a direct passage from here? I don't remember.
Varia, from here, there is not a direct passage.
Okay.
The underside of the temple is not something that is easily accessed. It's something that even most folks who live within the Garden of Souls don't get to see. It's, I don't want to say it's a secret room, but it's not like a hallway, it's not an obvious set of stairs.
Okay.
From what you remember, the temple itself is set up in... This is the main receiving area. From here, there is then that stairway that leads up. Then there's a room behind this one, and then another collection of like bedrooms. And on the upper floor, there's also some more rooms. In each corner of the temple itself, there are these towers of sorts. They're short for towers. They stay in line with the roof, but we get this sort of geometric looking thing for the shape of the building. The entrance into the garden itself is within the main sanctuary, which is the room behind this one.
Okay.
So, Little Ember. Excuse me.
Of course.
I am told you have invoked.
Indeed. I come here with important business. Lives to save, of course. There are wars to be had.
Yes, there is.
Indeed, I'm sure you have already heard of the city that has fallen. The isle surrounded by a massive serpent and ships made of metal.
Yes, I had heard that some city had fallen. The prince mentioned as much. Well, I guess it's best we get on with it.
Of course.
Skull, please. We must clear out the room. It's time for a duel.
Oh.
We're just doing an Agni Kai right now.
Yeah, that's what that means.
Nesh is gonna come out here with a burnt eye.
I thought you were invoking parlay or something.
We don't have those.
The Clan of the Endless Blade begins moving out these tables. You see now, Varia, the floor of this room has been... You see cuts across the floor as though blades have been dragged through here. This looks to have been converted into some kind of arena of sorts. Setting up the tables, they create a ring. Also descending the stairs is another female elven individual. The sides of her head are shaven. It's pretty short on top. She's scarred in a variety of places. Nesh, the last time you saw her, she definitely had both eyes. As she descends the stairs, her form is similar to Nesh's, but a little scrappier. The blade she carries, only one side is sharp. She comes down in this armor that, similar to the rest of the Clan of the Endless Blade, however, it has much thicker patches of leather covering different portions. As she descends, she makes eye contact with you, Nesh.
I try to smile.
It is at this point, Nesh, you will feel yourself lighten and become more spry.
Oh, not the time.
As it was said, you are the leaper again. You gain the effects of spiritual lift.
Yeah, I jumped 30 feet into the air, obviously.
Right now?
No.
Intimidation, let's go.
Yeah.
Above the table, you were hurt last session, right?
I'm pretty sure I'm full hit points because the amount I was hurt was healed by your.
Yeah, the only one who's
Okay.
hurting a bunch is very.
As per usual.
Nesh, you will also have a regally dressed merfolk remove a floating black crown from their head and place it on your own. Gain 1 inspiration.
All right.
You're probably gonna need that.
So much going for you right now.
You do still have advantage on
miss
charisma
this up.
checks.
Charisma.
You all hear outside of the temple a low thrumming of some kind of horn. More of these elven individuals enter, pushing, dragging some corrupted individuals, lining the room. Gaith walks back up the stairs to stand at the top and looks down as Skull takes their place opposite you, Nesh.
I drag my blade across the ground.
This is the Nesh classic, yeah.
Family. The right of the Dawnbringer has been invoked. Skull. Remind me how you pronounce it.
Anar?
Anar. I couldn't get Aaron out of my head. I was like, that's not right.
Aaron!
Skull Aaron.
Bring the
Skull,
blade!
Skull and Anar will now fight to prove their worth, to be worthy of the title of Dawnbringer. May my daughter's blade slice through the air, endless and sparkling. And his hands drop.
Bogart, say something cool about me.
Wait, which one are you? Are you Skull or Anon?
Anar?
I don't know!
Oh, never mind.
I'll step in front of Nesh and I'll try and say something cool.
No way,
That was above the table, above the table. Give me a minute. And
Is that above
Anna. And Anna will crack some skulls together. Or one singularly.
The orb will
Yes.
glow in a booming voice. In this corner, Anar, the Vanquisher.
All right.
Is this helping? Oh dear God.
We're gonna do something a little bit unorthodox here.
What?
I need you. If anyone else wishes to roll into this as well, you may. But you,
Yeah.
Roll
The-
into how?
the implication based on the individual stepping in front of you is that this is a one-on-one between Nesh and Skull. Nesh, I need you to roll initiative. And if you would like to roll initiative to be included in when you can act, you may. Otherwise, I will let you all take one turn collectively.
Well, everyone's rolling already.
That's three.
Shouldn't have rolled. Shouldn't have rolled.
Oh, man.
I got a 12.
Okay.
Nice. Medium.
Mediocre. Abysmal?
Did anyone else roll?
Yeah.
Got a 19.
Okay.
10.
I guess
roll.
Rolled a one. Oh my god.
I'm still trying to figure out who's
That doesn't count.
Skull and who's an R. I think that's probably what.
You're like, huh?
That's a 12 for me.
said
Okay.
an R, but I don't know.
And you can only attack somebody if you know their
He
name.
dressed himself as the Ember of Anon.
Oh, right.
Killian. Once Nereus and the spirits have said their piece for Nesh, Gaith claps and Skull immediately jumps into action. But you are first in initiative. If there's anything you want to contribute right now, you may.
I'm not gonna outright attack.
I will say there are individuals in between you and Nesh. He has been separated from the group.
Can I stealth away as best I can?
You can try to hide. Go ahead and roll stealth for me.
I'll just start walking out then instead, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
Trying not to
Bye.
draw attention, but
Yeah. Okay. You do that.
okay.
Consequences to be determined later. Varia,
I'm. Sorry, go ahead.
you see as Skull approaches Nesh, their blade drawn. You also see your mind instinctively takes your gaze over to the small broom closet from your vision, and you see a hunched individual peeking out. His head is shaved bald, his ears, while pointy, are drooping with age. His eyes are trained solely on you. From what you can see of this man, you recognize him as being one of the clergymen of the Garden of Souls.
Word. How far away is that? Noted.
Word.
It's on the other side of the room. It's about, if you made your way there, it would take you 45-ish feet of movement to get there.
Okay. What I was going to try to do was see if I could also try to hide.
Roll to hide.
Yeah.
At this point, the orb will glow once more. The helpful whispers will dissipate, and you will all feel a bolstering energy flow into your muscles. Everyone, lose your charisma buff and gain +3 in all your strength-based ability scores and saving throws.
Okay. I stumble over my words a little bit more now.
Could not have been worse than mine. Positively could not.
I got a 13.
Okay.
I'm going to lock eyes with him and just give him a little nod and then just try to slink into the shadows.
Slink into the shadows. How? You can try to move
Well, if they've made like a barricade, if there's any bits of like pillars or anything that are in this room, I mean, I want to be trying to watch and make it seem as though I'm engaged in what's going on, but I just don't want to be like taken notice of.
Yeah. You kind of hug the wall, but as this is getting kicked off, all of the Clan of the Endless Blade is immediately like yelling and shouting. They're pounding their hands together. They keep hitting the corrupted individuals around them and those who aren't part of the Clan of the Endless Blade to get them to be louder. So you kind of slink through and around the crowd towards the door. You can't make it all the way there.
That's fine. That's
Great.
fine.
Nesh, as Skull descends upon you,
Of course.
she immediately goes to strike, feints, and then thrusts her blade in.
Oh, that's dirty.
As you feel her blade slice against your ribs.
Yes!
Is that a good against or
Oh
bad?
God!
That's going to be 10 points of slashing damage.
Let this fight reforge us along with our blades. And I lean in closer. I'm not looking to kill you, nor even defeat you. Actually, you can win the fight, but I have other things that I must gather here.
As her blade once again gets raised, it slides beneath your arm, barely missing it, as she says, "Decades since I've seen you, and that's the first thing you say?"
Nice to see you. I mean, you look good for... Sorry.
That's worse.
I mean,
She pulls back her stance.
Exactly.
Good
on you for not making it look like you're taking it easy on me.
I'm not. Nereus, you are the next person to act.
Okay, I want to run something by you before
Yeah.
I do anything, and by you. It's matters if you're okay with it and if you're okay with it. I have the silver-tongued feat, and it usually in battle, it's like I have to roll and I get advantages if I take the attack action to speak to them, like verbally abuse them. I was wondering if I could yell stuff at Skull and have those advantages go to Nesh instead.
That's an interesting use of the feat. I think I'll allow it.
Okay,
I'm not
as long
super
as you
familiar.
are cool with it.
Yeah, well,
they'll just get disadvantage on rolls, and your movement won't trigger opportunity attacks.
It's only
Wow.
like super powerful.
Yeah, as long as you're
awesome.
cool with that.
Yes, that
Okay.
sounds delightful.
I have
But
to.
I will require you to say these things out loud.
All
And I will.
all these
Oh,
things.
yeah.
And I will. Okay, so I believe we have to. Am I within 30 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You can easily do it.
We'll just have to do a contested wisdom check or insight. Okay, wisdom. Okay, that's a 16.
She rolled a 12. What do you say to?
You little ankle biter! You have nothing on Nesh. Think on that. It's just a short man yelling from the ground. Cool.
Said that.
Yeah, Skull's eyes dart around, off put by this. Great job, Nereus. Nesh, it's your turn to act.
I am gotta take a swing at her. Not raging, just normal. That's a 20.
That hits.
20, yeah.
It's a natural 20.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
Well,
So it's what?
least
12 damage already.
at least it looks pretty.
Plus this 2. 7. Plus 3. So 32 damage. Reluctantly.
Non-lethal.
Yeah.
So it's
No.
12. So it's
She can take it.
already 12 plus
Yeah, plus this one
7. So
7.
that takes it to 19.
19. Oh, plus 3. No,
22.
Yeah.
I was like 32. I was like, I saw
That's
those
crazy.
guys.
Thank you.
Nesh, can you describe for me how you're taking this swing?
I would like to grind my blade against the stone as it sparks up. Flames start to enwrap in my blade, and I grip it tighter until the flames die down, and I swing at her, slicing her front.
Yeah, you cleave through her armor like butter as she's distracted by the short man yelling at her from the audience. The blade slices across her, blood spatters
And I
across you.
turn my blade, and instead of striking again, I say, well, how was your imprisonment with your father? Mine has been so miserable that I had to run from mine and, well, not my father, but my mother. Got trapped inside of an eternity for a long time, and now I'm here, being the plaything of larger spirits and things that I cannot comprehend.
As she regathers herself, she looks up at you, gripping her front, pulling her blade back. Imprisonment is a funny word for duty. Some of us didn't shirk ours, as she goes in. Bogarth, as all of this is unfolding before you,
Yeah, as they're kind of moving around, my perspective, my angle's getting worse, and I'm like, come on. I'll summon my echo just to the side, and I'll look through my echo's eyes to get a better view of what's going on,
Pay-per-view on the fight.
yeah.
and that's my turn.
He's
Yep.
on the ceiling looking down.
No. It'll just kind of like slink, so that it's
Yeah.
not super conspicuous and just pop up somewhere in the
Yeah.
crowd.
Bogarth, right before you do that, you do notice that while Nereus is slightly in front of you yelling things, cheering on Nesh, Killian and Varia have mysteriously disappeared.
Oh. Weird. Sorry, focus.
Killian, so you have attempted to leave the building. Yeah. You're able to leave the building. No one necessarily stops you on the inside. But as you walk out, you see that you are getting looks from some of these sentries posted around. But they aren't directly stopping you.
I'll just. Oh, sorry, guys. Just looking for a good place to relieve myself. I'll be back in just a moment. And I'll try to walk behind one of the nearest buildings. All right.
You are able to walk behind one of the nearest buildings.
Okay. I have more to do, but I feel like it would take a lot more time.
Yeah, that's fine. Great. Nesh, Skull, with each of these strikes, it's 1 and it's 2. The first one dashes past your ear, and as she's leaning in, she says, I hope you had fun on your little vacation, because some of us...
Whoa!
And she winces as she kind of falters and falls forward past you, totally missing you with her second strike.
I knee up on her arm to right her so that she doesn't slip and fall.
Yeah.
Well, vacation is way too kind. I have been from war to war endlessly, but also I'm sorry. Okay?
Endless is our thing. And she gives you a funny little smirk.
It always has been.
Oh, thank you!
Thank you, evil marksman.
That's going to be her stuff. Viria.
Could I have, it's a tiny bit retconning, but could I have tried to make eye contact with Killian as he was leaving the building and as I was skirting?
Can you remind me who has the pearls?
It's not me. I gave it. Right?
It's definitely
Was it
me,
me?
and I don't know, I'm pretty sure it is
I
you.
think it's you. I think I gave mine to you.
Right, because every
Yes.
time somebody
Okay,
calls me,
okay.
I go, Nesh here.
Yeah. You could have,
good at it.
you definitely would have seen Killian leave.
Right. But I couldn't have made eye contact.
Sure.
Okay. I'm just gonna point down as you're leaving and as I'm, yeah. I want to keep going to the...
Yeah. You slink your way over to the broom closet. As you approach, he disappears from the door, from the sliver of door he's looking through. I'm assuming you're going inside?
I would like to.
Yeah. You open it and you can see that the broom closet is not the way you remember it being as a child. In here, there are now, it's just heaps and heaps of what looks to just be dirty, messy, bloody clothes. And in here you see whom you had previously known to be a Morpho, one of the eldest members of the Garden of Souls, standing there holding a shirt and a little brush.
Are you okay?
You're alive!
Later. Are you okay?
Well, no, none of us are okay. You've come back to save us, haven't you?
I am trying my best.
Well, turn... You have to be careful, but turn this whole place upside down. I believe in you. I believe in your powers.
I will try. Is the underground okay? Is it safe?
They haven't let us back down since they sent a man down there with strange markings on his face and hollow eyes. Varia, that's your turn.
Say what now?
Nereus.
Yes.
As you see, Nesh is, I don't want to say beginning to walk circles around Skull, but Skull is, you can see, significantly struggling against Nesh.
That's our boy.
I had no doubt.
That's my
Yes.
I had confidently was like, I can leave. I got this.
But every so often, I'd just trip a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh!
I would.
It's like, whew. Please stop.
I would love to just do the same thing I did last turn. And I would like to correct myself. I misread. It says it's actually my charisma deception against your insight. So that's on me. But I still.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll.
Still looking good. So, all right.
She rolled a 10.
She rolled a 10. Oh, I easily beat that. It's
What do you say
more
this
than
time?
a 15. What did I say last time? I called her an ankle biter.
This time you should sing something, I think.
A lint liquor.
Whoa.
Okay, well, people have feelings.
Like lint.
I had something funny planned and I just forgot it.
No whetstone could sharpen your sword.
Your stone cannot be sharpened by any wet sword.
Ness turns around. Nidius!
Sorry!
Hold your tongue!
Fantastic.
You can't
Great.
control my tongue.
Nesh, you're up next.
I'm going to recklessly attack this woman.
Great.
No rage. Where's another... right there.
Please, yes.
Hey, DM. You think like a 22 would hit? So let me know. Just let me know.
A 22 does hit. As you see, she moves. As you go in for your strike, she moves to parry your blow, and your sword just crashes through her sword.
What? Endless blade. Looks like it was ended.
Come on, man.
Breaking into endless pieces. My way.
Finite blade.
6 damage.
Great.
As my sword clashes down on her, I hold it for a moment and I lean in. I did not run because I was afraid. I ran because I knew that I was not strong enough to lead. And then as I pull the blade back, and I know that you are, so I must leave this in your hands. But if you think it's shirking my responsibilities, all I know is that I cannot be what you were. And I don't think I could ever become that. And then I raise to strike again as I look into her eyes, and I just swipe and completely miss, hitting on the stones.
Nesh, when your blade misses, she spits on the ground. Disrespectful. You know I'm stronger than that.
Do you really want to test your steel?
That's your turn. Belgarth, you're up next.
I swap with my echo.
You get much better seats.
Yeah. And I see the false swipe, and I go, "Oh, stop playing fighting! Where is your honor, Nesh? That's my friend Nesh. That's my friend Nesh, everyone." Are you my dog?
Oh my god.
Killian, what are you doing?
I am. If I'm behind the building, am I hidden as best as I can tell?
For the most part, you don't see anyone immediately within sight lines. There we go.
I will look into Tara's eyes, look through Tara's eyes, and fly around and try to see if she could see any spirits nearby.
Any spirits?
Yeah, Tara can see a lot of spirits. There are many of these spectral figures who you had all seen coming in, just dotted around, not doing anything particularly harmful.
Yeah. Among them, you can see eeny, meeny, a monk with almond skin and a bandana around his face, vials of acid stretched or bandoliered across his belt. Oh, I guess that doesn't really work. How about
Wait a second, scratch that.
turtle?
Yeah, awesome.
Turtle.
Okay. Would they be within 120 feet of me?
Why?
I'd like to message to them.
The turtle?
The turtle.
You may message the turtle. I will give you that.
Okay. So I will, through Tara's eyes, use my arm to triangulate and point and whisper I think we're gonna need some of the spirits' help in getting everybody out of here. Is there any way you guys could cause some non-damaging or non-lethal damage to this area? Just some utter chaos?
Are you asking for a spiritual nuke right now?
I'm asking for them to be as chaotic enough to distract so we can get people out.
Bit of a spirit bomb.
Spirits, it's up to you. Great, killing.
Don't nuke
That's your
my
turn.
home.
And the turtle just sees a crow sitting in front of them with my voice in their mind going, "Ka!"
Viria,
Oh, hi.
as you stand with Morpho. What do you need?
Is this the path down? This isn't the path down, right?
It is not.
I want to try to get down there, but if it's out of the way and I might be caught, then maybe not. I just don't remember. Is any of my family here? Do you know if they're okay?
He pauses and his brow furrows a little bit. Your mother is, yes.
Okay. We're also here for, okay. There's too many things. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, you're saying all that.
Sure. Okay, the path to, would it be in the middle of the fight happening to get?
The door into the sanctuary itself is adjacent enough to where you are. It's not within the middle of the fight. You'd still be skirting the outskirts, going just underneath like the railing that the stairs lead up to.
I want to try to get over there.
Okay, I'll have you roll stealth for me one more time.
Okay.
And GM, we do have chaos on lock whenever you are
Okay.
wanting to have that.
we will get there in just a moment.
God, I love the spirits.
Please just stay here and try to stay safe. I will do my best.
Okay, I can continue to wash these clothes. And he dunks the shirt into a bucket and begins scrubbing.
I'm using my inspiration.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a 2.
Oof. Rinse, repeat.
18 right now.
That's a 6.
7.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Okay. Varia, you go through the door into the sanctuary. Immediately, the sight that greets your eyes is you remember the sanctuary here being the most ornate place within the Garden of Souls. There was carvings along the walls, and then up in the center of this large room where there's an altar of sorts sitting in front of this carving that's been painted. It was a big, grandiose depiction of Nellen holding a lantern. In front of that large carving is now one of the banners of the Endless Blade. The sanctuary, however, does look to be empty. We're gonna leave that there quickly. Okay, and okay. Nesh. As Skull faces off against you, she smirks and says, "Do you know what is the hardest thing about being left behind?" And then she
Answer her.
and then she disappears from in front of your vision, appears behind you, and strikes 1 and 2, both hit.
Let's go.
against your back.
I mean, oh no.
Death to Nash.
Okay, both attacks combined, that's 24 slashing. As she slices up your back, and then puts a hand around and grabs your shoulder, pulls you closer as you can speak right into your ear. It's that I didn't know if you were okay. And then in front of you, from the floor, a spectral blade appears and shoots up and lands into your chest,
Why?
which deals 15 force damage
Oh my god.
as it pulls out and then spins to face you. Great, that's her turn. Spirits! Chaos
Alright.
unlocked.
Firstly, Varia, a little guy with a frilly pink dress, will tug on your shirt. Gain 1 inspiration. And also,
Oh, yeah.
the orb will shine brilliantly as multiple effects happen. Yes. Prisoners will yell out, "We're escaping!" A loud, convincing sound of a swarm of angry bees will fill the air. And a spectral hand will start flying around, poking people in the eyes, attempting to incite a brawl.
Perfect.
Oh no.
So Killian, outside,
I choose you.
Killian, outside, you're like, man, the spirits, they're taking their time. Nesh, as suddenly, your skull is right behind you, this blade has popped out. Suddenly, these spectral hands start flying around, slamming people's eyes. You hear, "We're escaping!" And then, yeah, bees descend. Absolute pandemonium breaks out. As Gaith shouts from the top of the stairs, "Someone, get a fly swatter or something! Our swords are too big for this!"
Our swords are too big.
As Nereus, Nesh, very not so much, Bogarth, suddenly all of the endless blade begin trying to grab the different prisoners around. The ring gets broken. It's now absolute pandemonium. With that, we're gonna take a quick 15-minute intermission. See you back here very shortly. Right back, spirits. Love ya. Welcome back from intermission, everyone. Thanks for holding on with us. We're gonna jump back after this chaos has ensued, but first, Spirit Master, you had something you wanted to say?
Yes, thank you, the Halfling Wizard, for the follow, and we wish you safe travels on your noble quest across the Twitchverse.
Thank you for joining us.
You can do it.
All right, so to remind you where we all left off, Varia, you have just entered in the Sanctuary of the Garden of Souls. Bilgarth, you have swapped places with your Echo. Killian, you are outside being like, what's going on? Nesh and Nereus, you are both, Nereus, you're near this all happening.
That's crazy.
Nesh, you're right in the center along with Skull. And now suddenly hands are flying around, poking out people's eyes. Bugs are swimming around. Yeah. It's crazy. It's the invocation has broken down as Gaith at the top now yells, "Someone! The funnies are getting out of hand! Get that damn prince to fix this!" So we're gonna stay in initiative. We had just left off with, I believe, Varia and Skull, so now we're at Nereus. As everything is happening, there's just a complete disintegration of the order that was in. Now,
Right.
it's just wild. People are flailing around. Several people are running out of the room, running out of the building. Your eyes are safe from being poked out, and the bugs. As you see Nesh, as you see Skull holding Nesh from behind with now the spectral blade in front of him.
Okay. Nesh, is it okay if I whack somebody? Do you have a problem with that?
No, go for it.
Okay. Is there any?
One of your people, maybe.
Is there one within hidden distance? Yes.
Are they specifically trying to get a prisoner? Because I won't hit them if they're not.
Yeah.
No, I don't
You
want
can hit him, you
to.
can
No, I don't want
No,
to.
hit him.
I'm gonna walk up to him. I'm gonna hit him with my sword because That's what I have.
with the sharp side
In
in a deadly manner.
Okay.
So I guess you're stabbing. I don't know.
I attack.
Non-lethal.
Non-lethal.
I stab him non-lethally 12 times.
What is that? I use my inspiration.
Earn that token.
Let's drag
One
this out.
one of the hands poking out people's eyes grabs your sword and redirects it.
Just like this, Nereus.
Better.
That's
better.
a 12 on the dice.
Oh, thank
So close
goodness.
to a 20 though.
Okay. 12, 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
As one of the Clan of the Endless Blade is trying to grab one of the corrupted, like throw them under their arm.
Okay, yeah, I will finagle my way in there. Do I have, I don't have an ally within 5 feet of me.
No.
That's okay, I will just roll to hit regularly.
Make friends in the crowd.
Yeah, be like, hey, we're cool, right? Anyway.
I guess it's up to you, really.
Yeah.
If you have allies.
Yeah, I think these people are my allies.
No, that's not how that works. Ally threatening within 5 feet.
Cool, that's 7 points of piercing damage.
Great. Oh! The bees!
Yeah, my tiny sword. Yeah, that's, I yield my time.
Fantastic.
I'm just
Nash,
imagining they have
what are you
so
doing in
much
this
health.
situation?
I will like hold. She's holding me from behind, right?
She's not like holding you. She just brought you in close to whisper. You could very easily just walk away from her grasp.
Okay. I will just shove her away and say, "See, this is what I have been dealing with, and now I've brought it here. So please help me find." So it's this guy who's really short and he's blue. Skull, the invocation is clearly broken.
What have you done?
Can I will the spirits to like avoid attacking her by going, please stop, please.
I don't know. You asked that.
You have to
That whale sounds pretty threatening.
beg more.
We'll see. I will say, Nesh, you do see that even during the combat, you were able to see that Varia had left the room.
Classic.
And there's no fire yet, so you can safely assume I've also left.
Yes. So there's fire outside. That's bad.
Soon.
In here, safe. Out there.
Great. Are you staying where you are?
Yeah.
Otherwise, great. Okay. Bogarth.
Okay, seeing the chaos ensue, and some of the Endless Blade members are grabbing the prisoners, do I see anyone grabbing Gris right now?
Roll perception for me.
Yeah, happily. 22.
Your eyes lock with Gris's, who is up on this little balcony, standing near Gaith.
Okay. Well, but has someone grabbed him?
Nope.
Okay, which
The chaos is primarily centered down within the room itself, as some folks have fled to outside of the building to escape this pandemonium.
I honestly don't have much to add to the situation, so I'm just gonna just
Stand in
hang
the
out
pandemonium.
and just kind of watch what happens.
Okay, great. Fantastic. Killian, you are up next as you await the spirits to do something, and then you hear yelling from within the temple.
Okay,
Yes,
I
I
will.
believe we will avoid Skull.
Oh, I can see. No one's poking out my eyes.
But anyone near Varia, they better watch out.
My eyes!
In the sanctuary.
The guy you were talking to.
Yeah, you better watch it.
Oh, my old eyes!
I will pop back into my own senses and start running back towards the sanctuary or the church or whatever.
The temple?
The temple. That's
Yeah,
the word.
the front door you entered in.
And I'll ask the girl, what the hell's going on in there?
Yeah, you see, Killian, you can't really ask them, because as you turn, you see many of the members of the Endless Blade, along with some prisoners, have poured out of the doors, covered in clouds of spectral bees, and the guards are like swinging, like swatting at the bees. It's absolute chaos outside.
Okay. Is one of the guards not in view of the other guards? Or the other guard?
Uh-oh.
If you're trying to single them out, like they're all within like relative viewing distance of each other, but they are all heavily distracted.
Are they in torture distance?
Whoa.
Are they in
Roll for torture? No,
torch
keep going.
distance?
I want to try to just choke one of them out until they're asleep.
Oh
Casually.
God.
Roll a grapple check, I guess.
Which is based on strength.
Plus 3.
21.
Yeah, they're so busy swatting at the bees, you're able to get your.
It's tight enough that there's no sound.
Oh God.
Okay. Awful. Well, they don't choke out in just one round, so you're gonna be sitting there for a second.
That's fair. I'm obviously I'm not gonna do it right this second, but I want to try to like move off to the side and just. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Play Metal Gear Solid.
Varia.
like Hitman.
As you see this, the sanctuary in front of you, defaced from what it once was, you recall that the sanctuary itself has patches of moss and mud in like these different, almost like cushions. Oh my gosh. Sometimes it's hard to DM because I just can't remember the word.
Moss pillows.
Yeah, little moss pillows basically are at different points in the room. You remember that to get to the lower portion, the under portion of the temple, that in the second row of these little moss pillows, that there is a specific switch that opens the pathway.
I want to make my way there, but I want to make sure that I'm not being seen or like nobody's looking at me. So would that just be perception as I'm walking over?
You can look over your shoulder and see, as you're walking in, individuals begin pouring into the sanctuary, covered in these clouds of bees, their eyes held shut by spectral hands. While they are potentially you'd be within their sight line, they are pretty heavily distracted by the pandemonium that's ensuing.
Okay, then I am going to try to quietly make my way down. Get the switch and make my way down.
As you,
And quickly.
you reach your hand into the mud.
Normal.
You find, the little switch. And in front of the altar, just a little hatch opens up. Not grandiose, not ornate, just pop.
I'm going in and I'm closing it behind me.
Fantastic. You disappear from the rest of the party. Great.
Killian. As you continue to choke out this guard, you'll notice a couple drops of blood on your shoulder. And the hairs on the back of your neck will raise. You'll feel as though you're being watched by some sort of predator from afar. Gain 1 inspiration.
All right. I'm on edge.
This is your doing. This is your
is.
fault.
It is.
Great. Nesh. Sorry, remind me, the last thing you had asked Skull.
I asked her to help me find the short blue prisoner.
Roll persuasion.
Did you say prisoner or man?
I said man.
Yeah. And there's 2 of us in this
Do I
building.
get advantage on this, or because of the thing, or is that a different thing?
No, that's attacks.
Yeah, it's for attacks only.
+3, please.
Wait, but
Hold on, let me double check that.
Did I?
Charisma.
It's charisma on
Oh,
advantage.
yes.
Yeah,
Advantage
you do have
because-
advantage,
yeah.
Enhance ability, sorry, I forgot.
The first one's an
Which
8.
should be
So
over
this one's
soon.
a
That's better.
14. I'd like to say. Yeah,
Okay.
not overly
I
pushy.
smile.
Both sides of the. Okay. No? Give me your
Skull raises her blade towards you. Anar, I know not why you want him, or really why you have come back. But I hope for your sake, your stay here is short-lived. And the spectral blade that she made appear flies off and lands directly beneath Gris within the railing. But doesn't harm him. And you can follow it to see Gris.
Thank you. And hopefully I see you again under better circumstances. Or if you don't want to see me, you never have to see me.
We'll cross blades one more time, I'm sure.
And you lose once again. Sorry. So, thank you. Bogarth! I run towards Bogarth.
What are you doing? You're fleeing from a fight?
It's Gris recapture time.
Really? Yes. What do we do?
We do what we do best.
Got it.
Speaking of Bogarth Nereus, it's your turn.
I would like to shout to Bogarth and Nash. I hear we're recapturing Gris.
No, you're not a part of
They're
this.
escaping! Quick, grab the prisoners!
If we all go up there, I think we have better chances of getting him back. And I would like to hold my action to help either Nash or Bogarth in, just to help, or to deceive, making a deception check to try and get Gris back from Gaith. Till...
Yeah, we have to be careful. Gris is being watched by your dad?
Guess.
That guy! Scary guy!
Not my father.
And this blade.
Insight.
Fantastic. Bogarth, it's your turn.
Great! How far am I from Gris and Gaith?
Probably about 60 feet, or a little bit less than that. 50 feet?
That's not
From
a
the-
number I like. Great.
It's not 30.
Yeah, where's 30 at? Okay. I'm gonna... My echo is still out.
Yep.
That doesn't help me, I don't think, actually. I'm gonna move as close as I can. And I'll just... and I'll even... I'm assuming this is gonna be, like, difficult terrain to get through the crowd.
Yeah,
Kinda.
basically.
So I'll dash to get as close as I can. You said that they're up?
Yeah, so they're about 15 feet up. Within the room, there was like a little arena that was formed. The stairs lead up, and there's this railing, and Gris is right here. Gaith is at the top of the stairs.
You said there was a railing?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there like a wall nearby as well?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna just, now that I'm that close, I'm gonna send my echo to sort of like jump onto the wall and just start wall running up towards Gris. And
You do it.
He'll go as far as he can, but staying within 30 feet of me.
Yeah.
And then that's where I'll end my turn.
Okay. You see... Yeah. You see Gris smile, look at Gaith, and jump towards your echo.
Oh, this is not exactly what I thought was gonna happen. Okay.
Oh, God.
Bogart will be smiling with determination, and then Gris will jump and he'll go,
Switch real quick and grab me.
stop my turn.
Yeah. As Gris leaps into the air. So is Evandal corporeal, incorporeal? He takes up
He
space.
takes up space. I don't know what that means to you.
He can fight.
Can he grapple?
True.
Keeps
no.
the same stats as you.
Can't grapple.
Yeah. Gris goes through Evandal's arms, and confusion and horror falls across his face as he looks into this mass of screaming individuals and hands and bees.
Does he fall all the way down this turn?
For dramatic effect, no.
Great. That's so good to hear.
But he's on the other side of Evandal,
Okay.
Do
arcing
not
downwards.
forget you have the effects of spiritual lift.
Oh, I can jump big.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Killian.
I'm just walking
Yep.
out of view.
Dude.
You continue to walk out of view.
Okay.
One more round. Varia. As you descend this short ladder, you are met with a mostly familiar sight. This area beneath the temple is cave-like. You hear a faint trickle of water. As you walk down, you walk down the muddy pathway, you see the Garden of Souls itself. On the far edge, the cave has a small opening where water trickles down across this uneven edge into this large, shallow pool. Surrounding the pool are these various vines, not root-like, but almost like you would see, almost like kelp, but within the air. On the edges of these vines grow these small, opalescent, pale blue fruits that eventually drift forward and bloop, and splash into the water, disappearing. There's a faint, dim light here. It's walking down, you feel the connection here. You feel this is a holy place. But you see standing in the center of this pool is a hooded figure. The garb he wears is red, black, and gray. On the back of the cloak is the seal of Neberon.
Son of a...
His hands outstretched, you see pale, clammy skin. He does not notice you approach.
He's just chilling here?
You got the jump on him. Just
Is that your dad?
As far as I know. You're not here.
But you don't know.
I don't know.
Haven't seen his face.
I have not seen his face. He's just standing there with his arms
The orb will
out.
glow.
Oh no.
No.
Suddenly breaking the silence a little.
Dude.
A fart.
Coming from where?
The orb.
You, Varia, coming from you.
Stinky.
Close again. Who let that rip?
This sucks real bad.
I did ask for chaos. I'm sorry.
I liked the first chaos. Yeah, we forgot to draw the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't give him a trigger word.
You hear a voice,
I'm proud of you, kiddos. But that's
Varia,
enough.
as the head turns slightly. Who is there? I'm doing research. I do not like to be interrupted. Gaith, is that you? And he turns over his shoulder. You see a face covered in strange markings. Pale eyes, looking sightless, stare off at you.
Like he might be blind?
Potentially. Native, what are you doing here on your own?
Maybe he's not blind.
I like how we said native.
What are you doing down here?
That is not how you talk to your prince. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Dude said words, and you gotta make a strength saving.
This guy's crazy.
Okay.
Hey, how about we don't hang out with him?
Actually, screw this
I
guy.
don't think I want him in the party.
No, he
Okay.
brings up the vibes.
So that's
Oh, we are
a
thinking
that's a
about
13 on the die, plus 3, so 16, minus 1 for 15. I'm not that strong.
Varia, as suddenly you feel a strange constriction as some unseeable force grabs hold of you, lifts you up in the air, and pulls you towards this individual.
Oh, God, we found the boss.
Crap.
As he begins to inspect you as you float in the air.
Are you still disguised?
Would it have been an hour?
No.
Okay. Then yeah.
And that's your turn for right now.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Who is the pearl? Last check? Okay.
Before we leave this scene, the orb will alight once more. A spectral hand will form.
Oh, no.
A pointer finger. And attempt to jab him in the...
God, you fools! It's the one thing that won't work!
He has our healer in his grasp. She dies too much.
Okay, so they're attempting to poke him in the eye.
Yes.
10 pounds of force.
Ow.
Oh, that's a lot on your eyeball. That's too much.
You just kind of
Ah! How dare you! And he raises his hand. We will come back to that.
How many more rounds before I choke this guy out? I gotta go.
Okay, Nesh, you watch as you've gone over to Bogarth. Skull suddenly sheathes her sword, grabs her eyes. Ah! They got my eyes! Oh no! I can't see anything! What's happening?
So bad at faking it. It's terrible.
That's her turn. Nereus, you are within the crowd having stabbed a man.
Oh yeah, sure did.
My man.
Sure did. How close am I to Gris?
About 60 feet, you're a little bit further than.
I
are
move
close.
30 feet and I dash.
Well,
As a
it's a
bonus
diagonal,
action.
like it's a direct
No,
line.
you dash up into the sky.
Pythagorean theorem. How far?
If you would like to do an athletics check for me to try to do some crazy stunt to get up to Gris, I will allow it.
Yeah, I can I assist by...
Didn't take the help action.
Damn.
Wait, I took the help action. I never did that. Who cares?
Oh, okay.
I'm not getting up there.
Did you add the +3 from the spirits?
It's an 11. No, it's a 10.
Oh.
I'm not really athletic.
Nereus, as you dash through the crowd, weaving through them, you see Gris flying through the air.
Oh. Yep.
You do your best to grab a hold of one of the slashes in the wood to try to get up and grab him, and Gris collides with you in the air.
Oh, no.
Not the blue boys.
Great. Nesh, it is your turn. As now, both Gris and Nereus.
Yeah, I had my hands out to like springboard Nereus, and Nereus just like ran past me and jumped. I was like, huh? Oh. And now I just lunge up to grab them using my spiritual lift.
Okay.
Oh, baby.
I'd like to collide with them like a rocket.
Just catch him.
Going up towards the banister?
I'd like to arc it so that I'm, catching them midair.
Okay. Because of spiritual lift, you feel these hands move from poking people's eyes to grabbing your feet, lifting you into the air in a big, glorious, warm hug. You grab Gris and Nereus, holding them close, and arc to slide through the door into the sanctuary, where you saw Very disappear. But now the only people remaining in here are several of the Endless Blade, covered in these bees and hands swiping around, swinging their swords sporadically.
It's good to have you back, Chris.
What is happening?
Well.
Bogarth, it's your yes, Bogarth, it's your
Wait,
turn.
okay, so I'm sorry. So you jumped into the air, grabbed both of them. They're now where?
They're now so
The
Beca-
entrance.
so because of where Gris was and where he jumped, Varia went into a door underneath that to go into the sanctuary. So Nesh basically, if this is the door, this was Gris and Nereus. Nesh went whoop.
Okay. Does it look like I can easily follow them to where they went?
Yeah, you could relatively
Great, I
easily
do it. Evandal's already on the wall, so he'll just kind of head in that direction, and then I'll just swap. And then I'll just go, did you get him?
Safe and sound. I got 2 blue boys right here.
Yeah, one with each arm.
I got 1 for each.
You're suitcasing both
Hey,
of us.
which one do you want?
Chris,
Okay, I'll
Sorry.
Take, sorry.
That hurts.
No, I
actually.
wanted this
Well,
one anyways.
you were kind of being really rude earlier today. Where are our other friends?
I hope so. Did I know?
That is your job. Killian? Okay, no doubt in my mind, Killian is murdering someone.
I'm literally just putting them to sleep. I
Slowly
haven't stabbed
and
anyone.
torturously.
Probably right
Veria?
about that.
Veria is making a dark patronage to a god that is beyond our grasp of comprehension.
Yeah, that does check out.
Leave that over dead.
I'll say, or Veria is unconscious.
So
That is so likely.
Okay, so based on this, Killian is fine.
Killian's fine.
We gotta find Varia.
Wait, hold up. Nash here.
Oh, does Varia have it?
Nash here.
Do I respond now? Or
25 words.
And Nereus.
Okay, so
Oh god.
that's okay. Nash here.
Do I respond?
You can respond if you would like to. Speak into this room.
She died.
What?
What?
She does it all the time.
Bogart, that's your turn. Killian, you have put this individual to sleep, unconscious on the side of the building,
Perfect.
out of view of anyone.
Excellent.
Killian, it is at this point a familiar monk will apparate near you in a familiar Pithboy jersey
My man.
and present you a survey. So, how did you like our chaos service on a scale from 1 to 10? 10 being fantastic, would recommend, and 1 for absolutely never again.
10 out of 10, go away!
Just know if you give us anything less than a 9, we fail.
Oh God, don't even. Corporate
Chaos
All right.
services to your friends and family.
Killian,
20
what are
more
you doing?
questions later, right? So I'll say 10 out of 10 for the survey, and then I'll run back over to the front door. Are there still more guards there?
Yeah, at this point, most of the individuals that were within the temple are pouring out as it seems they're able to get a better handle on what's afflicting them by leaving the building. So now there are a lot more people out there.
Okay. I want to. My purpose of this is to try to get them to chase me, so that it's all clear, so we can get everybody out. But I'm gonna activate Thunderous Smite and run up to the first guard I can see and just deck them in the face.
Crackoom, roll to hit for me and roll damage while you're at it.
Okay, hold on.
It's the guy that gave you the thumbs up when you're going to
Yeah. The dude that was actually
He's like,
just
oh,
a
you're back.
dope
I don't pee. Sorry,
Yeah, the dude was just a chill ass viber.
I almost almost missed. Inspiration, please.
Burn that Toki.
Funny. Funny.
How's that?
That's the one on.
Wow.
It wasn't worse.
One on the Ryan. That's crazy. That's really rare to get one on Orion. That's crazy.
I'll miss completely and go, sorry, I'm just trying to get the bees.
Killian, as you miss this individual, your thunderous smite still goes off. Kakoom!
Well, I shouldn't. I missed.
Well, that's the one.
You hit the ground. Kakoom!
Fair enough.
And some individuals who have dismissed the bees around them turn to you, seeing you posed like this next to an individual giving you a loose thumbs up.
Oh, he's still holding it.
I will just grin at them and immediately try to run away.
Great, you do that. Whoops. Fantastic. Varia.
I got 2 ones.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let's change the music here.
I rolled a 1 and then they rolled a 1.
Killian is running away during this time, doing his best to lose these folks. Oh, here we go.
I want them to come with.
Varia, you are held aloft in the air by this individual whose eye has been poked into by the spirits. As you infuriating insects. I said, do as you're told. And Varia, you feel as the hand dissipates, so does your disguised self.
But I have my turn?
Mhm.
Okay.
You are currently considered grappled
Ayo.
and
that
in air
sucks.
jail.
That sucks too.
God, energy.
Okay. From what I saw when I got in, when I walked down before he turned around and there was a fart. There was. Did it appear normal down here? He was just standing there.
There is some natural change that you would expect from the time you've been away from here, but it doesn't look like this particular place has been desanctified as the rest of the Garden of Souls has.
Okay. I would love. How far away is the ladder and the door to me?
About 20 feet away.
Okay.
Not to interrupt, but this may help your predicament. Varia, as you are held aloft, you will feel the hands of spirits begin to lift you up, and you too will be bestowed with spiritual lift.
All right. I was
Raise your
gonna
spirits.
Use y'all anyway. May I would love to. How do I want to do this? Because, okay, I've never had spiritual lift.
Indeed, so you can now jump 30 feet. You no longer take fall damage. That's
Cool.
the gist.
Okay. I would love to, as a free action, summon the spirit mob on the ladder next to the door, to the, like, swinging door.
Okay. You, Varia, as you're held aloft, you reach for the orb. You feel a familiar connection, a warm vibration in your chest. And you see from the walls surrounding the ladder, you see what looks to be a monk-like individual, a tabaxi individual, a small guy, a familiar razor-sharp smile,
An elven dancer.
an elven dancer,
And
A turtle!
seance,
a turtle.
and a bush-sized turtle,
That's big.
That's a big turtle.
That is a big turtle.
all appear around the ladder.
Cool. I would love to, as a bonus action, expend 2 of the charges to teleport to a space on the ladder adjacent to them.
Okay.
Out of my air jail. Get me out of here, please.
Varia, as this is all happening, this individual's on the other side of you. Strange. You have antlers. And you appear on the ladder. What?
And then, as my action, I will re-disguise self, and then using my movement and my free object interaction, can I climb out?
Yeah.
You could just jump up.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
the door's closed.
You could jump through the door.
I'm jumping through the door.
You hear as you woohoo Mario your way up through the door as this individual sees the specters around you.
He doesn't see it because he's blind.
Wait! You're one of them. You're part of the favored.
See ya.
He knows us.
Yeah, we're just cool like that.
As Nesh, Nereus, Bogarth, and Gris, you all see Varia suddenly Mario her way out of from in front of the altar. A trapdoor.
Hey,
Superhero landing.
we were just talking about you.
They're right in front of you, basically. They're like across the
Hello.
room.
Oh,
Hey.
sorry.
You okay?
You look crazy, but you're not dead, so that's impressive.
It's wonderful.
We found Gris.
Hi.
Hi.
We're going to leave the building.
Can we go?
Should we go?
No.
What?
The Prince of Neberon is here.
What?
Killian would love this.
Well, we have to go get Killian.
Wait, where?
Gotta get Killian.
He's gonna want to get in
He's
on
gonna wanna. I mean, he's just.
You guys, you guys want to split this?
I mean, he's alone.
if I
Wait,
get
you're telling me a
prison
prince is alone in the dungeon, and we could just head on down there and teach him a lesson?
No, we can't go down there.
It's one guy.
Ah, it's one guy. And he's a
No.
prince. Have you seen this one?
What?
No offense.
If we're gonna do anything, he has to be out here. He can't be down there.
Why?
Do you want us to put cheese next to the door and be like, "Oh, come out"? Like what?
No, it's a sacred site down there.
Okay.
So we can't kill him down there.
Did he say what he was doing down there?
No, but he can't be there.
Well, we can't
Okay.
stop
And he
him.
held me in air jail, and it sucked.
How dare he? That sucks!
Why don't we just go
Nereus
down?
says being held.
Oh, you're not getting down yet?
Your feet are
Okay.
just. I'm imagining you're just like in a straight, like horizontal line, just like.
That's terrible!
We have to get him out of there. We can't do anything with him.
If we
down
can't
there.
fight him, then we can't get him out of there.
The orb will flicker. Hey, Killian. How about torturing the Prince of Neberon?
Stop in my tracks.
It's like, wait a
Yeah.
Now that's a deal.
No. We don't do that anymore, right?
Anymore.
Right?
Look, out of everybody here today, I have been the only person to not stab somebody. So
Speaking of Killian and not stabbing people, Killian, I'm sorry for
Yeah,
this
yeah,
your turn. Killian, you are outside. You have several Endless Blade members chasing you outside the main temple of the Garden of Souls.
all right.
You hear this whisper on the wind.
My ears perk up. I will start to run kind of in an arc, and I'll throw grease, the flask of oil I have on the floor, to make a space for grease. And I'd like to slide through it if I can. I know I have to roll for that.
Are you trying to slide like through them like bowling pins, or slide past them?
Slide through them because they're all gonna have to make checks too.
Okay, what do they need to be?
15
That's crazy.
What kind of throw is it?
dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity. Okay.
This is not a spell. This is just me throwing oil on the floor.
Yeah.
But it's the same as grease essentially. So
Okay. Killian, you're attempting to slide through. Can I just... What'd you make for your save on the grease itself?
14.
No.
Killian, as the oil splatters everywhere, you slide and go prone, sliding through as they all falter but right themselves and reach down and grab you.
But they are greasy. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Because that's technically an action. We'll leave that there. We'll pick back up with everyone else.
Okay, so we need to get Killian, so that we can find a way to lure.
Ah, get the bees off me!
What's wrong
that
with that
Gris?
guy?
What the hell was that?
Some people over
Yeah,
next to us.
the general chaos as there are screaming individuals just right next to you, running around, slamming into walls at this point.
I'll be honest. I could give a nib about the Prince of whatever. I want to leave.
I think I think that he might be responsible for what's happening here.
You're telling me he can put Veria into air jail, and he's sitting there alone, surrounded by spiritual power,
Uh-huh.
and we can't go down there, and we can't fight him, but we need to lure him up
Right.
before all of the bees stop poking everyone's eyes,
Right.
because they're not going to be happy.
Okay.
So what? We have like 5 minutes,
Yeah, let's get to work.
and then we kill him.
Well,
You didn't think that far ahead.
we need Killian. He'll know what to do.
Let's go get
I'm
Killian.
going to walk out, and if I run into Killian, so be it.
Then you come back.
I'm gonna walk away towards the entrance.
Okay, see you in a bit.
I'd love to.
Yeah, you walk through screaming individuals. The room's actually a lot sparser now. People have mainly poured their way out.
Sorry.
You're trying to leave the building? Is that
Yeah.
correct?
I'd love to.
Okay. Yeah, you walk out to this kind of courtyard area. You see many of the Endless Blade members have escaped the bees in the hands and are now gathering their senses. They're gathering up prisoners, kind of pushing them all together. As you walk out, you hear a voice behind you. Little Ember, where do you think you're going?
Nowhere?
Do you continue to leave?
No, I stop. Do I recognize the voice?
It's Gaith, yeah.
Yeah, of course I do.
Of course.
Of course I do.
Great.
Why would I ask that? It's so stupid.
The rest of you, what are you all doing as Nesh attempts to leave?
Of course it's
Well, okay. Veria, we can't go down there. What do you want us
We
to
just
do?
can't mess up down there.
Thank you, Celestial Sage, for the sub. Thank you, Celestial Sage.
We can go down there.
Who's that guy?
It's just we're not supposed to go down there, and we're not supposed to mess it up. It's delicate, and I'm just afraid if we go down there, it's gonna end up
Right.
On fire.
ruined.
Especially if we do, in fact, get Killian down there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can they see out to where I'm at with everybody right now? If they looked?
They can't. There
Okay.
aren't any windows in this portion of the building.
Okay.
Nesh is almost there, but he stopped.
Veria, we can't just sit around here thinking about what we can do.
I
We
know.
have to do something.
Okay. Could I? Could I? I don't know if I can. It doesn't say in disguise self, but can I change my voice?
No.
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 Okay. Will you pretend to be a guard, or even Gaith, and yell down there, and tell him that he needs to come up because the temple's ruined?
Yes, I don't have a very distinct voice, so this will work very well.
And he knows my voice, so. And I'll like
course.
lift up a little.
Hello down there!
Be urgent.
Gaith here! We have to go!
That had big.
Is that everything?
I will make that. I will make that a guidance.
Prince, you need to come up here, quick!
Yes! Right! Come on now!
Bogarth, roll deception for me with advantage.
And I use my action to cast
Yeah,
guidance.
with guidance.
knew it, of course, well. Yeah.
Add 3.
What's the guidance?
As
Yeah. 26. Whoa. Come on now!
Oh my god.
You hear a faint voice. Did you catch the native? This is absolutely ridiculous. As an individual in red, black, and gray robes arises from the trapdoor.
Is there an obvious place where the trapdoor opens?
Yes,
I would
very
like to
obvious.
not be in front of it.
Great, you can back up.
I would like to try to pull, because Nereus, you're with us too, right?
Yeah, I am.
I would like to pull all of us just behind the trapdoor,
Okay.
if everyone is cool with that.
I'm cool with that. Yeah.
Great. Yeah,
Please go back. Please.
Nesh here.
This individual rises up, floating up from the bottom of the ladder. What in the high heavens is happening here? Gaith! He turns his head.
I immediately, and I'm so bad at this, but I'll do it anyway. I'm just gonna jump and try to grapple and tackle him to the ground.
Grapple check-in.
Ayo.
I mean,
Nat 20 right now.
I'm so scared.
Yeah, totally. Athletics, huh? 10.
Bogart, as you spring at this man, pouncing, if you will, you collide with him. As you knock him out of the air, you both tumble to the ground, but he throws you off.
The spirits are on your side.
Help me.
They move to correct you. Game on inspiration.
Oh yeah. Hit me.
Okay.
Take it back.
Please.
Roll that.
Please.
Hey, can I get it on Ryan? Never mind.
Yes!
22.
So 20 on the dice.
We're gonna hold that there for a moment. Killian,
Just want to say I called that.
Killian, it is your turn as the Endless Blade Clan is attempting to restrain you.
Yeah, I'm gonna ignite myself.
Oh my god.
Dude,
Wow.
have some sense of self-preservation.
There's a torch on my back. I'm in the grease on the ground. I want to light the torch with prestidigitation.
Let the man set himself on fire.
Killian, you set yourself on fire.
That's what's up.
And it should set everyone else on
It
fire.
does.
Too.
It does.
Excellent.
There is a.
It's been too long. I have to set something on fire. The need.
Withdrawals.
Killian, I'm. As this is all happening, are you still trying to like escape them? I'm assuming. Okay. As you set them on fire, you get a brief window of just confusion as they are now all suddenly on fire. I will have you roll a contested athletics check for me with advantage because they are all on fire.
$22.
Killian, as you hear the ah, as they're also immolated, you are prepared to be immolated. As you push through the pain and burning and are able to squirm through their legs and run off between them. I'm assuming you're running back towards the entrance of the temple.
Yes, and obviously I can't do it this turn, but on my next turn I'm gonna douse myself if I can.
Yeah, people clear out of your way that can see you. You do bump into some folks who still are surrounded by bees.
But I'm running on fire
Yeah.
away from them.
Yeah, Nesh, as you stand in the doorway, you suddenly see Killian on fire running at you.
Can I have that be an intimidation check?
On Nesh?
Yeah, I'm
Well, against
intimidated.
everyone.
Roll intimidation.
I'm afraid for your life and mine. And I guess like what the world's come to.
16.
We're chilling now.
Cash.
Killian, you hear one of the Endless Blade members shout, "The funnies! They're trying to set the fort on fire!"
Okay. Yeah, how much damage would I take?
4 points of fire damage.
Ouch.
Okay.
No.
Great. Killian, that is your turn. We're gonna jump back almost there. Nesh. Gaith has shouted at you.
Yes.
You have stopped in your tracks as you hear a dum, dum, dum of him walking down the stairs.
I'm frozen and I do not move. I'm not going anywhere. Of course, your lordship. I am merely here to whatever you require to whatever you need.
Do you still have your back to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have Chris, do you?
No, Chris is with you.
Okay.
Did you ever set me down?
Yes.
I have a prisoner.
Furious.
Yeah, you're actually facing backwards. You're just listening.
It's just my butt.
Oh crap! Is that gay? Oh no! Get out of there.
Anar, it is confusing to me that during your invocation all of this would happen. What do you have to say for yourself?
Just seeing Killian lit on fire, I am intimidated. Well, I travel with relics of great power, and I believe that they are causing this. I believe we have found the Blade of Souls. In fact, we have it here within the walls, which is why I believe all of this is happening. I did not have a hand in it, nor would I invoke this upon you.
Nesh, as you see Killian bolting towards you, you see in the swirling of the flames, first a smile, then a frown. Sunshine.
Here?
It's time to take a nap. Don't forget to wake up. Little Ember, I don't believe you. As you feel in your chest, suddenly, a sharp, cold pain as the blade stretches through you and past you.
What is going on?
You take 42 points of piercing damage.
Oh no.
As the blade slips from me, I fall to the ground, and the stars. Exactly. And the stars on my face start to fade as I land face first on the stones. I'm unconscious.
Killian, you see as Nesh is frozen before a slender blade about the size of a longsword stretches out from his chest. 3 or 4 feet.
Wow.
Before slipping back and Nesh falling to the ground. We're gonna jump back to Bogarth. You have this individual within your grasp. Let go of me, you insolent!
I've just got him pinned.
Very
what?
Darius and Bogarth.
What do we do?
I said, get off! Bogarth needs you to make a strength saving throw.
+3.
Oh no.
Aren't you?
Crap. 11.
Bogarth, you feel your body constrict and your arms begin to get pried off of this individual by some unseen force.
What? What's happening? What are you doing to me?
As he escapes, he stumbles before he stares and looks up at you. A pale piece of gray hair falls in front of his face, and he stares up at you. You're the one that escaped.
What? What do you mean?
It's time to come home, you filthy bugbear.
I don't know who you are, Oh, I do. But I don't know why you think you have the right to talk to me like this. And I whip out the soul blade.
Bogarth, it is your turn now.
I won't be striking. I'm just going to hold it to him and just say, why don't you tell me more about my escape?
It is at this point, Bogarth, that you will feel the hands of spirits on you as well, lifting you, raising you up. Gain the effects of spiritual lift.
Everyone can just.
We all jump out of it.
Not everyone.
I could have used it, but that's okay.
Yeah, you really could have used it.
Some of us are small.
Okay, thank you.
All right, y'all already
Keep that
helped
in
me out a
mind.
bunch. It's fine.
Why don't you tell me about this escape that I have allegedly had?
His voice booms throughout the room, extending beyond himself. You ungrateful pawn! You were made within my borders. You were made to do my bidding. How dare you speak to your prince this way?
I am sorry, then command me.
I command you to hand me that artifact.
I strike.
Yes!
Kill him!
Do
I
it.
thought it was actually command. I was like, no, there's
No way!
Very well. It's just a 15.
Okay.
15.
15 hits.
Yeah, of course. Duh.
You do that. You do that.
Yeah, that's 10 points of radiance.
Okay. Bogarth, can you describe the strike for me?
I just plunge straight through. And I just look at his face. And I go, I don't know what you're talking about. But you need to stop talking to me like this.
Bogarth, you see his face contort. Ugh! The soul blade slides effortlessly through him, as it does not break his skin. As he is on your blade, as he slinks down to one knee, he grabs your arm, puts his other hand on your chest. Stoneheart told me your name. I will come for you. I will not rest until I see the glory my forefathers have promised me. This is not the last you will see of me, you favored fools. Ugh. As he slinks to the ground,
well done.
completely limp,
Woo!
Hell yeah.
dead.
Yeah!
Uh-oh.
We did it.
Guys, we did it.
Do I have a turn?
Varia, you see all this happen. Nereus, you also see all this happen.
That didn't seem
What are the
Bro took 10
spirits
points of
doing?
damage and died, bro. That sucks. Sorry, what?
What are spirits doing? Because they were summoned, right?
Oh yeah, they should have had.
Yeah, I wasn't quite sure if we were in combat. Or
Yeah,
not.
Yeah.
it's kind of a approximation.
Kill that guy.
They have
Okay,
already put
well-
in some work, so that makes sense.
I see all this, and I have a spark of memory that we're also here looking for some key. So I'm going to I'm gonna try to like sit on the I'm already kneeling, but like sort of put my hands on the ground and see if I can reach out sort of spiritual feelers and locate object for the key to the Library of Genius.
Okay.
Give me the MacGuffin.
Can you read off to me
Give me the
location
Yes.
for a second?
MacGuffin.
Yes, it is.
There's three of
Yeah.
Varia, as you do this, Bogarth, Nereus,
Yes.
and Varia, you all hear as his body is limp, you then hear in the room his voice barely a whisper. I see you. You will not escape my clutches. I will have the artifacts. Favored.
I think we should call ourselves the favored Fa now.
As he
He's done it 3
falls and slinks from my blade, I sheath it and I just go up to him and I just grab his chest and I just say, "Tell me! What are you talking about? Speak!"
What, hey, what are you doing?
Nesh. Killian.
Yeah.
You run up to see Nesh unconscious before you, and about 15 feet away, Gaith stands, the blade shortening in length as he looks perplexed at you on fire.
Instead of dousing myself, I'm going to have a trauma reflection as I watch one of my closest friends die in front of me. And I'll just look at Gaith and yell, "What did you do?" And turn on the Thunderous Smite again and just try to run up and hit him as hard as I can.
Great.
With Shocking Grasp as the hit.
Great.
Is he wearing metal?
Yes.
Let's go.
Killian, as you run over Nesh's body, Gaith smiles, loops the sword around once as it grows 3 times in size. And that is where we are going to leave off.
No! You're kidding!
Week.
Oh, dude!
Unfortunately, it is that time, friends. Thank you for joining us, spirits. I hope you had a fantastic time. I know I sure did. I hope to see you next Sunday, where we get to get some resolution on some of these things.
Thank you, spirits.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Thanks for causing the chaos today. We'll see you next week. And never forget, Sundays are for the spirits. Bye-bye.
I'm gonna be a spirit soon.